Time is of the essence. Can we talk? Before I met you, I was a loner. Mostly for self-protection. Whoever said there's safety in numbers was not radioactive, I'll tell you that. And as such, I've forgotten how to be a friend. But seeing you and your daring do's and your even more daring don'ts, it reminded me of something important. You deserve to know every sordid detail of my life. You've earned that much. Did you ever wonder why I decided to deck my boss across the face on a random Tuesday afternoon? I'm losing my mind. Within a few years' time, I will become nothing more than another blind, snarling commuter. But there is nothing I can do about it. It's perhaps the only certainty I have in life, apart from death and tariffs. A few months back, I was dealing with an odd bout of brain fog. Thought it was stress. I was quite the dedicated worker, you see. Wanted to replace my boss. Had been working 100 years of long nights for it. I went to a doctor. Turns out it wasn't stress, but rather my brain beginning its feralization process. Soon, I was told, the fog would turn into memory loss. I'd lose my faculties, my voice, my sense of self. And one day, I'd go to sleep Arthur and wake up an animal. I'm sorry. I've never told this to anyone else before. Thank you. I went to work, all shaken up. I accidentally made a few typographic errors. Missing apostrophe here, dangling participle there. It was enough for my boss to berate me in front of the entire office. Call me a dunce, a waste. I looked up at this man, who I had worked under for decades. This man who had never thanked me, never seen me as anything other than a name on a spreadsheet, and I realized I'd die before him. So I did what I had to do, and I punched him. It felt so good to give in to my rage after years of apologizing and begging for his forgiveness. But by the time I realized what I was doing, the damage was done. And that's how we find ourselves here, at these crossroads. The doctor said anywhere between a few months and a few years. They don't know enough about ghoul anatomy to be certain. Trust me, if it ever happens, I won't be near you. I don't want you to remember me as whatever I'll become. You think I haven't considered it? I have often found myself contemplating the short end of a certain long barrel. As to why I didn't do it, I don't know. Or worse, I don't remember. Either way, I'm still here. I have a list of things I wanted to do once I got that managerial position. Things that I could have done at any time, but that I chose to ignore in favor of working another pointlessly long night. After my diagnosis and my firing, I thought I'd never accomplish a single thing on that list. Why bother? But now, seeing you and your actions, I want to try again. I want to complete my list. Will you help me? Thank you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. Now, my list isn't exactly what I'd call high art. It's 4 objectives, all of which carry a deep personal meaning. The first one is rather simple. I want to buy a fancy bottle of Sipperson gin at my favorite pub in Westminster. That is on purpose. You have to understand, my list was all about rewarding myself for finally obtaining the promotion I had worked so hard for. It's not about life-changing choices, but rather life-affirming moments. Hence the simplicity of it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Sippersons. Is there no way for us to get one? I see. Well, this is such a thoughtful gift. Thank you. With that done, we move on to the next item on my list. This one requires some explanation. A long time ago, when I was starting my job as a data entry clerk, I sold a family locket handed down to me by my mother. I wrote down the name of the man whom I sold it to because I knew I wanted to buy it back the instant I was financially stable. That's what we're going to do. Buy back my family locket. The man's name was Drood.
Come on down to Drood's Dudes and Doodads. How may I help you? A locket, eh? Sure, I got one. Why, you interested in it? Pretty unique. Gonna cost you a lot of dosh. 2,500 tickets, I suppose. Supply and demand, market economics. Come on, mate, be real. Price stays the same. 2,500 tickets. That's how much either you or that ghoul are gonna have to pay me. Sorry, don't make the rules, you know. This ought to be good. All right, tell me why I shouldn't fleece you for all you got, mate. Jesus. Of course, I'm sorry. Here, please take it. Just leave me alone, okay? Please.
I'm in touch with humanity.
Thrilling. How can I be of service to you? What of it? Yes. That's it. That's my mother's locket. It looks exactly the same as the day I sold it. Thank you, my friend. If we were to stop right here and forget the rest of my list, I'd still be eternally grateful for what you've done. Now, for the next item on my list. I always fancied myself a bit of a philanthropist. Giving back is perhaps one of the most important things a man can do with their time on Earth. And ever since I heard about the Tommy expansion in Brickton, in the papers, I knew there was one thing I wanted to do. I want to build a water well for the people of Brickton. As a Westminster resident, I feel partially responsible for the contamination in the area. I have an old workmate named Graham who went to go live there. He might be able to help us with this matter. We should find him. And of course, it isn't real philanthropy if I don't put some tickets forward, so here, Most of my remaining finances.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
As I live and breathe Arthur Mountbatten, and I can see you've brought a friend with you. I am Graham Parker. A pleasure to meet you. What brings you two to this little side of paradise? Ah, I see. So it's finally happened. Arthur has told me quite a lot about his to-do list, and this, well, in particular. But I'm afraid it won't be as easy as he made it seem. You see, money alone won't save the world. The tickets can cover the labor, but the people of Brickton don't have access to the kinds of materials necessary to build a permanent water well. With a small investment of 250 tickets, I can build a temporary well. It won't be perfect, hell, it won't even be that good, but it will help. If you get me 500 tickets, I'll be able to build a better temporary well. It'll help more people, but again, it'll be temporary, not made to last, you see. For us to truly help Brickton, we'd need someone to go to the nearby abandoned construction site and collect a few materials for us. Someone like, well, you and Arthur. Stay safe. Friend of Arthur's is a friend of Brickton. Yes? Fantastic work! This is outstanding. No, this is revolutionary. You've single-handedly changed the game. Tell Arthur that the Mountbatten well will be built here in Brickton, and that he has found his perfect philanthropic match in you.
How can I be of service to you? What of it? I know, and you did such a formidable job. It was immensely gratifying to see my money put to some good use after years of selfish expenditure. Now it's time for the last item on my list, and this one is perhaps the most difficult to bear with. I need you to help me find my parents' burial place. I don't remember where it is anymore. I don't remember if I ever knew. But not a day goes by where I don't ponder about it, especially as I have begun to forget almost everything I knew about them. We should start with the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Perhaps they'll have a clue there. Or perhaps I should find a new way to say goodbye. Do keep in mind, we might dabble in some trespassing. It'd be wise to keep our wits about us. There it is. My file. Let me take a look at it. Hackney. Yes. Yes, it rings a bell. A faint one, but a bell nonetheless. Perhaps they have a records room we can peruse. How many hairpins do you have, and where do you keep finding them? At the side. There. It used to be Periwinkle. I'm sure of it.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Do you suppose living here desensitizes you to good taste? I can't believe it. Is this true? New Chapel Cemetery. We have to go there. If it's where I think it is, then we're both in for a surprise. I can't believe we're here. Look around. This isn't far from where we met. To that sign I was hanging from. And here they are. Mildred and Frederick. Yes, I remember. My father's friends called him Freddy. I remember that now. I never thought I'd remember. Of course. Of course. Mother, father. It's Arthur. It's been so long since we talked. Almost 200 years. Oh yes, your son's almost thrice as old as you two were. Just being here, it's all coming back to me. Well, not all. I don't think my brain could handle all that joy. Ma? Da? I'm forgetting. One day, I'll forget who I am. But it's all right. Because I found a friend. Someone to make new memories with. Oh, God, Da. Remember that time at the beach? You saved up for 2 weeks to take us there. And all I could talk about was how much I wanted that bloody new toy car. I wouldn't shut up about it. And you looked so mad, but so happy. I was what, 10? I was a little pest. And you loved me. You both did. I remember it, Da. I remember you. Goodbye. I love you. Were you just staring at me that whole time? God. Who knows, Who knows, indeed. That was it. The last item on the list. It's all finished. But there is one last thing I want to do with you. Come and watch the sun set with me. I'll tell you why once we're there. Little farewell tour. Except I'm not saying goodbye, but rather hello to a new day. How do you feel now that we've finished my little to-do list? Grateful, satisfied, and so much more. There's so much to see and to talk about as well. The reason I brought you here was to thank you. Think about everything you've done for me. When faced with a lack of citizens, You bought me a beautiful bottle of gin to compensate. But after, you made your way through hell to build a permanent well for the people of Britain, subsequently providing me with the closure I've sought after all those years by finding my parents' graves. All things considered, you didn't just accomplish my to-do list. You showed me the value of your partnership every step of the way. And while there were some things we could have done better, I couldn't have asked for a better partner to do them with. Please accept my trusty Webley pistol and my final Westminster salary, which I've been saving for the purposes of gifting it to you. I know it's not much, but then again, you didn't do much, so fair's fair. I know you did. Don't mistake my light mockery for disdain or disappointment. You don't need to prove me anything. Although, how about a game? Answer me one question, and I'll give you another reward. Tell me, what was my family's earliest type of trade? If you know the answer, then you're not just a friend, you're family. That's correct. How did you know? Did I tell you this factoid and forget about it? Or was it dumb luck? Now our story begins in the Dark Ages, as most great British stories do, when the Mountbattens were nothing more than a peculiar little clan of blacksmiths, specializing in the fascinatingly specific art of horse mounts. No, don't tell me. Keep your secrets. And trust me, even if you had made an incorrect guess, I would still call you friend. But I did promise you a reward. I have given you my last salary and my Webley. What else? Oh! Here, my bowler hat. It may not seem like much, but it has kept me safe and given me great memories. Hopefully, it'll do the same for you. After all, that's what we are. Memories. So let's make some great ones. Together. We Mountbattens pride ourselves